Hello, money magicians and wallet wizards. Welcome back to our comedy club disguised as a financial literacy channel. Today we're diving into the hysterical hijinks of Chapter 3 from Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money. Buckle up, because we're about to explore the emotional roller coaster of financial decision-making. The emotional investor. Picture this. You're standing in line at the supermarket, and you see a magazine with the headline, Stock Market Secrets of the Super Rich. You think to yourself, I could use some of that super rich magic. But before you know it, you've emptied your savings into a dubious stock tip from a guy named Tony on the internet. Housel's Chapter 3 explains that when it comes to money, we often think with our hearts instead of our heads. Yes, folks, emotions are the ultimate financial puppet masters. The influence of experience. Remember your first crush? The butterflies, the daydreams, the complete inability to focus on anything else? Well, according to Housel, our financial decisions are often driven by similar emotional experiences. If your parents lost money in the stock market crash of 2008, you're likely to be more cautious with your investments. It's like having a fear of dogs because one bit you when you were 5. Only in this case, the dog is a volatile stock market. History versus personal history. Housel makes a compelling point. There's a difference between history and personal history. While history tells us the market goes up in the long run, personal history tells us to panic and sell when it drops 5% in a day. It's like knowing that roller coasters are statistically safe but screaming your head off anyway when you hit that first big drop. Our personal experiences shape our financial decisions more than the cold, hard facts. The seduction of pessimism. Ever notice how bad news spreads faster than good news? If a company announces a record profit, it's a footnote. But if a company goes bankrupt, it's front-page news and the topic of every conversation. Housel highlights that pessimism is seductive. It's dramatic and grabs our attention. Think about it, the world is ending. Makes for a much more gripping headline than things are slowly getting better. This pessimistic bias can make us overly cautious and lead to poor financial decisions. The overconfidence trap. Overconfidence. The ego's best friend and the wallet's worst enemy. We all like to think we're smarter than the average investor. I can time the market, we proclaim, right before the market slaps us with a reality check. Housel's Chapter 3 humorously warns us about the dangers of overconfidence. It's like being convinced you can handle spicy food and then crying into your milkshake after one bite of a jalapeno. The social influence. And then there's the herd mentality. Have you ever bought something just because everyone else was buying it? Welcome to the world of social influence. Housel points out that we often make financial decisions based on what others are doing, not what makes sense for us. It's like jumping off a cliff because all your friends did, except the cliff is a cryptocurrency, and the only thing falling is your bank balance. So, what's the takeaway here? Housel advises us to tailor our financial strategies to our own experiences and temperaments. It's like choosing a diet. Just because your friend swears by keto doesn't mean you should give up carbs if you love pasta. Know thyself and invest accordingly. One of the standout lessons from Chapter 3 is the value of financial independence. Housel isn't talking about retiring on a yacht, though that would be nice. He means having the freedom to make choices without being overly influenced by money. It's like having a job you love instead of one you tolerate just for the paycheck. Financial independence is the ultimate goal, allowing you to live life on your own terms. Let's wrap this up with a few key takeaways. 1. Check your emotions. When making financial decisions, try to keep your emotions in check. Easier said than done, but worth the effort. 2. Learn from experience. Your personal history shapes your financial behavior, so be aware of your biases. 3. Be wary of pessimism. Bad news is attention-grabbing, but don't let it drive your financial decisions. 4. Avoid overconfidence. You're not a financial wizard, and that's okay. Be realistic about your capabilities. 5. Don't follow the herd. Make decisions that are right for you, not just because everyone else is doing it. And 6. Seek financial independence. Aim for a financial strategy that allows you to live freely and make choices based on your values, not just your bank balance. And there you have it, folks. Chapter 3 of The Psychology of Money in all its hilarious, insightful glory. Remember, the next time you're tempted to make a financial decision based on emotions or social pressure, take a step back and have a good laugh. After all, money may be serious business, but that doesn't mean we can't have fun along the way. If you enjoyed this dive into the emotional chaos of our financial lives, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and share your own money madness stories in the comments below. Until next time, keep laughing and learning, money magicians.